It takes hello, good morning, hi. Let's just see if we are live. We should be live. Good morning. Usual routine. If someone wants to sign in and say hello, add a little comment to say that you can hear me loud and clear. That is always lovely. Thank you. I'm not saying I'll see it. I do try and view these comments every week, you know, and we have this ongoing thing where I go, I can't see your comments, and yeah, so sometimes I can and sometimes I can't, but we have this lovely little way of working in that Trish downstairs, who doesn't like to be seen or heard on the video, right? Trish doesn't like that, but if there's something wrong, she will come up and tell me. Little recollection, last week I saw a little comment here, just before I do that, let's just go live. I can just go live across all the other platforms as well. So the idea is that I have to go live across many platforms and set this up, you see. And so when people sign in to let me know that they can hear it loud and clear, that's brilliant. My good friend Rob Ellen picks up the feed from the Poise to Gig Guide community music page, and Rob puts it out across lots of other pages for us, which is fabulous. Thank you, Rob, from Moose Mobile, working with the sub list up there in Scotland. It goes out to the Weir FM Facebook page as well. Thank you to Royd and all the team at Weir FM for that. We put it out on the Stereo Graffiti page, and we go out on Facebook, general personal profile stuff. So there's a little bit of tech to do, and I hope if someone can sign in, I can see it. Then I know that we're loud and clear. That's lovely. Thank you for that. Last week, right, those that missed it, a lovely moment last week where I kind of saw a little bit of a comment that was greyed out on the screen. And I had one of my lovely flowery shirts on, and all I saw, you see, was the two words that said "too loud." So I turned myself down on the volume, and I was on the floor scratching around, and Trish had to come upstairs and say, "It's your shirt that's too loud." So I'm hoping that the shirt isn't too loud this week, and that the sound is great. We always work hard on this. Just by way of going back to it, last night I watched quite a few live streams. I watched I think his name's pronounced Ian Javot, and Ian, I don't think Ian's been playing for long, but Ian and a young child, I don't know if it's his kid, I don't know, I apologies for this, but Ian and a young child just bashed out a load of songs. The kid was playing mandolin and drums in the house, and it was just totally chaotic and beautiful. I totally love that in the moment live thing, and it's great, isn't it? This is why we do this. We do it live for a very, very good reason. If you go on Facebook now, you got lots of nostalgia videos, more Beatles kept being reinvented, and you know, oh look at this is Pink Floyd, blah blah blah. This is just an hour of live and original music in the moment, right here and now. All right, so you've got me. I've not been out of bed long. I've been trying to get my act together. I'm on my second cup of coffee, but I've got my Vimto ready, and I'm ready to sing you a song if we're all good. Looks like there's no glitches. I hope you can all hear me loud and clear. Please do sign in if you can. Let me know that everything is fine. That'll be lovely. We always do a sound check song, and I didn't write this first one. It's a little thing called Worried Man's Blues. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. The train that I ride is 21 coaches long. Oh lordy, the train that I ride is 21 coaches long. The train that I ride is 21 coaches long. And the girl I love is on that train and gone. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Oh lordy, it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. Okay, let's go. we want to hear some piano stuff. I'll tell you the piano story a little later. Judge, what's gonna be my fine? I asked the judge, what's gonna be my fine? I asked the judge, what's gonna be my fine? 21 years on the Rocky Mountain line. Oh yeah, it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Yeah, it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Yeah, it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It's worried now, but I won't be worried long. Okay, thank you. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. Worried now, but I won't be worried long. Hey, hey. Apparently we've got a little bit of an echo going on, so good morning. I hope it's all right. Other than that, I've just turned. I have a little reverb device, you see, that adds a little bit of reverb, and I don't know if that's set too high. Maybe it is. We shall see. I've turned that off now, so that should be all right. Is that better? Oh, I can't see the comments. It's so frustrating when you can't see the comments. I'll sing a song without it, right? And then you can sign in the comments and let me know if it's better. And we'll run without the reverb, eh? I'm going to play you a few songs that weren't played last week. Those of you that joined us last week, we always try to put something different in. I've got a new song for you this morning as well. It's never been played live, which is great. A couple of stories from the land of Reddish here in Stockport. That's where I am. I'm in Reddish in Stockport, and I'm looking forward to the spring and the summer, like we all are. Simple boy sat by the window, amazed by the colours and lights. I'd give anything for a pair of wings to see you fly. You have the courage of my father, my brother who spurs me on. You're the next in line for this fragile life. You are the shining sun. I celebrate your life. From the streams to the rivers, to the mountain at the edge of the sky. Oh yeah. One day they will write you a letter using words you do not understand. They will steal your soul and you will rebel, and that will be the way of the land. A friend, maybe a lover, inspired by the things that you do, will carry your cause to the end of their world. They will feel the magic in you, and together you'll take your first step outside. From the streets of the city to the love at the end of the night. Oh yeah. With the dying words of my father, for my brother taken away. All these tears I cry for this fragile life I share with you each day. Simple boy see you fly. Fly, boy! Fly. I celebrate your life. From the streams to the rivers, to the mountain at the edge of the sky. I celebrate your life. From the streets of the city to the love at the end of the night. Oh yeah. Simple boy, simple boy, inspirational boy, incredible boy, revolutionary boy, simple boy, my little brother, our little brother, our little brother, our little brother. I celebrate your right to dignity in life. Oh, simple boy. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to try again to see if I can see your comments up here, you know, but at least I can see them as a greyed out thing. I can see a couple. There you go. If I stare at it like that and put my glasses on, maybe I could probably see a few, but not many. But providing everything's all right and it sounds great, I'll crack on. I'll just crack on. Trish gave me a bit of grief this morning. She laughed at me. I'll tell you a little thing, right? When I play live, I don't know if everybody who does theatre or acting. I remember. I was in college. I used to do a college course, and I remember we learnt about the Stanislavskian and the Brechtian approach to theatre. And the Brechtian approach, I like the Brechtian approach, which basically says, look, I'm just in a room with props and this is what it is. And we're going to sort of put a play on for you and you can see the stage and you can see everything that's going on. We're not hiding anything from you. Whereas the Stanislavskian approach was to kind of get into character and to be in character and to pay attention to detail. And to, you know, one of the things was to be in character off stage as well, so that you become the character that you are. And I won't go on about it too much, but I have this little thing, right? In a morning, on a Sunday morning, I have to get my brain in gear so I can do this. Right? So I go through some of my usual pre-gig rituals that I would when I'm playing live. So I got some grief off Trish this morning because I put my underarm on and I covered myself in the old aftershave, you know, as I do when I play live, you see. You wouldn't think I'd have to do it for this. Would you, thinking about it? It's like having a radio face, like getting dressed up for radio. And but yeah, I put the old aftershave on and I get all pre-gig ritual in order to get into that mode. And I tell you, on a Sunday morning, right, getting my brain in gear on a Sunday morning is not an easy thing to do. It's been a great challenge for me. And when I played piano later on, what I've learned to do now is before we come live, is get my fingers working, because last week my piano fingers just wouldn't work. I'd not sort of, can you hear the cracks? There you go. Another song, Darren. Another thing. What would you like? I did have a set list, you know. I had a set list, believe it or not, for the first time ever, and I've already lost it. But I did make a little promise that I would play a couple of songs this week that haven't featured for a couple of weeks. During Christmas time, you tend to, there's a couple of songs that don't make it on the Christmas list, but then as soon as the January feeling comes in, certain songs fit the January profile, don't they? And this is a traditional Ashton-under-Lyne folk song that we've not played for a couple of weeks, and we don't always play harmonica on this, but we'll drop a little bit of harmonica on it. This is a song called Julie Rainbow, and it's a song that's been with me quite some time. And I remember when I first wrote it, agonised over it for a good few weeks, thinking it wouldn't work, you know, because as a creative person, when you do this kind of thing, you go through lots of insecurities, thinking things don't work, and especially when you're writing your own material, because there's a lot of negative voices out there, you know. There's a lot of prejudice, a lot of negative voices, people who are very quick to put you down or ignore you. And this is a song I wrote, and I usually play this extra loud because I don't like to be ignored. It's called Julie Rainbow. I don't know if you can hear it, but we've got an aircraft just about to land in Manchester coming over Stockport right now. Hello, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for being here. I'm Darren. Good morning. We met in the middle of summer on one crazy day when it rains. Went out on her 17th birthday. Never went down that road again. We were undone, so old yet so young. Rainbow puts her blues into the old machine. She wears replica shirts, got her hands full of dirt from times she's built a home out of nothing. And if you lived around here, you'd see it clear, you'd know what I mean. 'Cause just to survive, she has to be tough. And the boys round here like it rough, but when she's had enough, just watch her go, Julie Rainbow. Just watch her go, Julie Rainbow. The adverts say life's about choices, using actors paid to deceive. So it's making babies on factory floors, or riding with smackheads and thieves. She's leaving home, bright lights, long distance phone. Julie Rainbow puts her blues into the new machine. So she's starting again. She's got one or two men, giving and taking and taking and taking. She's no time to feel, it's all part of the deal as she keeps them keen. Just to survive, she has to be tough, 'cause the idiots round here like it rough. But when she's had enough, just watch her go, Julie Rainbow. Just watch her go, Julie Rainbow. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Hush, little baby, don't you cry, no. baby, don't you cry. Hush, little baby, you know you are my life. You are my life. You are my life. Julie Rainbow puts her blues into the old machine. She wears replica shirts, got her hands full of dirt from times she's built this estate out of nothing. And if you lived round here, you'd see it clear, you'd know what I mean. Just to survive, she has to be tough. And the boys round here like it rough. But when she's had enough, just watch her go, Julie Rainbow. Just watch her go, Julie Rainbow. Julie Rainbow. Oh, Julie. Julie. Little baby, don't you cry, no, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. A special dedication for those of you who've been watching me over many years and been coming to gigs or putting me on somewhere, giving me a gig. Thank you. The song's been with us a little while now, isn't it? And I hope that's as fresh as when you first heard it. I think I first played that live back in around 2003, maybe just before. There is a great live recording of that that we did at the Globe in Gloucester. And we filmed a full concert there back in 2003, which we ended up putting on DVD. And I remember every time I watched that, and I think it had just been, Julie Rainbow had just been written at the time, and seeing how a song develops over the years is a great thing. It's lovely. I'm going to play Sunday Morning Footballer. I promised to put Sunday Morning Footballer back in the set this morning, and we will do. Still think about that when I do that thing at the end there, right? It takes me ages to get the guitar back in tune. I put new strings on for you this week, and the thing about putting new strings on, I'm also offering up a free online course for people who are beginning to play acoustic guitar. I've been working on that this week. And so I've done a little video talking about tuning and the importance of tuning. And I remember I've been thinking a lot about when I started out playing, you know, and all those little mistakes I made that actually let's be positive. The mistakes I avoided because I had good people around me helping me out. Yeah? Hashtag be kind. We need to remember that one, don't we? And because of all the people who helped me out, I got to avoid making a lot of mistakes, and I eventually became the musician that I wanted to be, a songwriter. Just by way, I'm going to change tack a little bit on the piano. You'll see these later. They're discoloured because of the camera backdrop, but bounties. I've got a load of bounties free to a good home that were left in the bottom of a box of Celebrations. I found somebody else had put a Celebrations box online and it had full of bounties. You know, ours is the same. It's just a box with. I was talking before about how songs develop, and I'm going to take a little shot with this one. And we've been playing this song a couple of times now. I probably won't even remember it because it's new, and I keep rewriting it, and I don't know where it's going, and I don't know what's going to happen. And because it's live, and before we play some songs on piano, we'll see if this happens in the moment. Maybe it will, but if it doesn't, so what? We're just here to have fun, aren't we, and share stuff and be who we are. So good morning to you all. Good morning to my very dear friend George Borowski, who's not been too good this week, hopefully recovering well. There's a songwriter out of Merseyside called Ian Prowse. I don't think he's here, but Ian's been down with the COVID, and Ian's a fabulous voice. I'm going to watch a rerun of Matt Hill's live stream later on, if you fancy it. Ian was live last night. I think George has got another YouTube story for us as well, which will be great. If there's anybody else wants to mention things that they're doing or recommend stuff, get on that comments bit there, yeah? Put some comments in and recommend things. Talk about good things, positives. Tell us where you are. Tell us what you're up to. And I'll see if I can blag my way through this song. When you lose someone, you feel unbearable pain. So to console myself, I often go in search of trains. Not just any train, mind, I got a favourite dream. My grandma and I walking up that hill to the Museum of Steam, and we leave behind our lives of broken things. As we step up from the platform, I can't help but sing. We're on a steam train. We're on a steam train. And I'm a broken child who's found his smile again. I chose to live alone, watch the seasons change, travelled second class through hope, got caught out in the pouring rain. I watched the steel wheels roll across the land they stole, heard the roar of the iron beast. When there are bridges to build, those without skills, men at war, do not find peace. There are broken things along every trail, broken things. You gotta step up from your platform, find your voice and sing. We're on a steam train. We're on a steam ourselves not to make our mistakes again. Turning the corner, overcoming fear, changing the scenery. She whispers in my ear. We're getting closer now. We are family, and if we hold on tight, we can be the people that we need to be. It's a beautiful day. He's an excited little boy, and we are heading out to the coast. He's the first child born, the third child born to the lover who holds me close. And we are leaving behind our lives of broken things. As we step up from the platform, I can't help but sing. Hey, we're on a steam train. On a steam train, and I'm a broken child who's found his smile again. We're on a steam train. We're on a steam train. Maybe we're all broken children, finding our smiles again. Me, I'm a broken child, finding my smile, finding my smile again. When you lose someone, you feel unbearable pain. Song called Steam Train. Maybe it's a work in progress. Maybe that's the final version. Maybe I'll never play it ever again. Out there, and you hope that people give you something back. My good friend George, yeah, and then game on, innit? You can play your gig then. I'm going to set the piano up. I'm going to set the piano up. Here we go. I'm going to see if I can see some of your comments. There's a couple on there I can see. I can't see them all, you see. But welcome to you all. Joe Ogden's signing. Andy Biffle's signed in. Good morning to you. I see Pete Houghton's around. Good morning to Peter. Ophi from school. Ophi, if you're still, that's great. Jeff Potter, lovely to see you. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Good morning, Jean. Jean from the Bollington Bridgend Community Choir in Bollington that I work with. I should sing a song for the choir, shouldn't I? Good morning. Oh, lots of lovely new names on here. People I've not seen before. Chris, Carl, good morning to you. I know that Trisha's watching downstairs. She's yeah, Trisha's had a little word with me about something I've said. That's par for it, isn't it? So Ian Hockey, oh, lovely to see you, Ian down in West Wales. My good friend George is there. Hello, George. Hope you're feeling well. Phil over in France. Ruben, lovely to see. We'll see you, Ruben and Jane, later on. Rona, good morning. Stephen Bailey, good morning. Jacob, Peter Lee. Oh, we've got some lovely people on here. This is fabulous. Glennis from the choir, good morning, Glennis. Oh, good morning to you all. Michaela, lovely to see you. Yeah, I can only see so many comments, but what we do with the comments is later on, when I've finished and when I get my third cup of coffee, we'll come on and we'll say hello. So please do sign in. Those of you who've been with me the last few weeks will know that we've gone on a journey. You've helped me on this, so you people are part responsible. You can take part of the credit for this. It's the piano. We're just going to angle this little camera down here so that you can see that there is actually a real live piano in the room, and you can't see it yet, so if I move it back a little, this is the Brechtian approach to theatre, you see, where you show the mechanics of theatre, and there's nothing to hide. It's all good theatre. Do you know I'm thinking about a title for a new album. This is the other thing that's happened over the last few weeks here on Sunday services. I promised you and I promised myself that I would record a new album, which is a big step for me, because previously my CD albums have made great coasters, you know, where they're good for putting your cup of tea on. A couple of albums I produced years ago weren't particularly brilliant, you know. We rushed them, we made mistakes. So we're having another go. We're going to re-record some of the older songs and get a chance to put down some of the songs that maybe you won't have heard, or songs that have been long forgotten. And some of them I'm still quite, I was going to use the word proud, but some of the songs I've written over the years that I don't get to play live are still personally very important to me. And I usually find that if something's personally important to you and you've got something to say about it, somebody somewhere will connect with it. This is where the fingers need to walk. It's Sunday morning, and yeah, we'll see how we do. This is a song you won't have heard before, because I don't think anybody's heard this. This is brand new. This is what playing live is all about. I hope the sound is alright for you. We go with it, don't we? This is called The Child Without Sight. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday service. If you just joined us, or if you're about to leave us, that's cool. As long as we've inspired people to do something positive. Job done, eh? Rockets are firing, the countdown begins. Heaven's there for the taking, who dares wins. Celebrate achievement, we call it a day. Management and workforce have earned their pay. You can fly on a fantasy of colourful delight. Keep a seat by the window for the child without sight. One small step, one giant leap. Runners and riders are betting on the sheep. Champions win, favourites lose. The talking heads come cheap, but the fighting's pay-per-view. Take care to the left, take care to the right. Keep an open mind, clear voice for the child without sight. Lost in the moment, yearn for release. Find in the kitchen a recipe for peace. Let's get together once in a while. There's always room for sorry, comes with a smile. You can love 'em and leave 'em, take your chance in a fight. Keep the sweetest dreams alive for the child without sight. You may have noticed me buffering then. Here we go. You won't have heard that before. I've never played it to anybody before. This is what it's about, isn't it? This is the 10th Sunday service, you know. It's the 10th live stream I've done. When I first did the first one, I thought, oh, can we do this? To get to 10 is lovely, and it's because of you being here and all your positive comments that I really do appreciate. And it's a positivity I like to share. So when I'm back on your side of the thing, I like to share what other people do. So please do send me your streams, your favourite streams, things you recommend, positive stuff that helps us get through, they say. Vimto helps me get through. I'm a bit of a Vimto addict, to be honest with you. It's not wine. I've been, not strictly teetotal, because I treat myself to the occasional half every now and again, right? Or the occasional glass of wine. It's very, very occasional though. But I was a heavy drinker once upon a time. I don't think people around me noticed, but I was for about 10-15 years. And then in 2000, early 2000, right at the beginning, end of 1999, for medical reasons, i.e. I ended up in a psychiatric hospital, that's another story, I gave it up and I became sober. And I think I'm a much better person sober. I hope so. I try to be. Who knows? We go for it. We'll do one more on the piano, shall we? I promised earlier on, we've got to get these fingers going. Do you know I'm 323 years old now? I wonder if you can hear the cracking. So all my friends who've supported me over many years, I made you a little promise that I would play Sunday Morning Footballer. Wearing an old man's boots, he's a boy on the ball. It's push and shove and over the wall, and he's put clean through on a mission to score. He's got a minute's silence to remember the war. And whatever the weather, the church bells ring as a working class athletic thing turns a fragile boy into the man who can take a hit and still shake hands. Rain come down, rain fall down, rain come down. Wash me clean, I'm so dirty, with bruises like I've never known. On the gifted side of 30, a Sunday morning footballer comes home, wearing a shirt that bears his name. He gives his all to what he calls the beautiful game. Now it's a game of two halves, or so they say. and a chance that he missed he regrets to this day. But clean through was just about to shoot when he turned to find a boy stepping into his boots. Rain come down, rain fall down, rain come down, wash me clean, I'm so dirty, with bruises like I've never known. On the legend side of 30, a Sunday morning, footballer comes home. Wearing a shirt that bears his name, he's given his all to what he calls the beautiful game. Sunday Morning Footballer. A song that was, I can tell you a story about that. I can always tell stories about Sunday Morning Footballer. It was a song that was originally written emotionally, as I think every song I've ever written. I tell you, I'll just sidetrack. I took these little online songwriting courses. I hope you don't see my shorts there. Oh, you can see my shorts. There you go. I got some new slippers, by the way, which is great. Trish got me some new slippers this week, which is absolutely fabulous. So I'm wearing my new slippers today, which is a lot better. It saves me tripping. If you look carefully, you can see the step ladders in the corner there. There you go. The theatre. This is the theatre that we operate in. I went on one of these online songwriting courses, and I was listening to some advice from professional songwriters, people who kind of have the songwriting factory approach, where they sit down in little small groups of 2 and 3 and say, right, we're going to write a song. They don't always do it in an American accent. That's just me hamming it up. But I write emotionally. That's just who I am. It's what I do. I write from an emotional perspective. And Sunday Morning Footballer came from the need originally to talk about my recovery from. I was involved in a little conflict once upon a time because I did a little stint in the Royal Navy. They gave me a medal, gave me all that war hero crap, which I can't be doing with, to be honest. But coming home was very difficult. There's been a lot of loss of life and dealing with that and feeling humble and lucky to come home. But getting back into some degree of normality again, I found myself back with my friends playing football on a Sunday morning. And I rediscovered myself as a human being through playing with my friends, kicking a ball about on the park. And that's where Sunday Morning Footballer came from. That's where the song came from that emotional moment. And it kind of hit a pinnacle one Sunday morning on Remembrance Sunday when, prior to the game, both teams sort of lined up around the centre circle, and we stood for the minute's silence. And on the hill, I could see the church, the village church, and there's a war memorial up there. And sometimes when I couldn't sleep, I would often walk up to the war memorial in Tintwistle where I lived, and I'd look at the names just in the middle of the night. I'd be sat there on the war memorial. It was a very emotional time, and that's where Sunday Morning Footballer came from. It's not just about football. It's a song that picks that story up and takes it into song format. There you go. Hope you don't mind me talking too much. I'm thinking, what shall I play next? I know what we'll play next. We'll play a song that was written for all my friends who can't sing in the community choir right now. We can't be together. My life these days, or as it was all about singing in community groups, and I would go into a couple of care homes and work out in some other community groups. Specifically, the Bridgend Centre in Bullington is one of the ones I love, and then the Whitehill Resource Centre down in Reddish. People would come out of their homes and their supported living and come and visit the centre for a day, and we'd run a brilliant singing session. We'd sing songs, and yeah, you know, Vera Lynn, Beatles, Monkeys, you know, we do all the sing-along stuff, and it's great. There's nothing wrong with singing covers, right? I know I'm a songwriter, but you sing covers and you bring people together, and that's great. I'm one of those people. I have no problem with tribute bands, you know, either. I think it's great. Theatre, entertainment, it's good stuff. I often like to entertain people in pubs and do some sing-along stuff, so that's another gig though. I'm going to sing you a song. This is called Old Age is a B Word, and it's a celebration of people in their third age. The community choir is about to arrive, a timely reminder it's good to be alive, singing for fun, having a laugh. Some of them are talented and some of them are daft. And as long as their head's right and the spirit is strong, they look after each other, sing all day long, and they'll sing you another if you pour them a drink. Old age is a B word and they are not giving in. Our mother's a star with stories to tell, 4 kids and 2 husbands, heaven and hell. She's a heart of pure gold, and for this we are glad, but her driven independence is driving us mad. And as long as her head's right and the spirit is strong, she sticks up for the sisters, tells the brothers we're wrong. She's a strange way of letting us know with a grin that old age is a B word and she's not giving in. She got vaccinated this week, by the way. Yeah. First one of two. You know, careful. Whoa. Far, far away and always at home, with friends and good music, you're never alone. So with the crook in my back and the pains in my chest, I'm gonna sing Sunday service, it's what I do best. And as long as my head's right and the spirit is strong, I'll sing you a ballad and a political song, and I'll sing you another if you buy me a drink. Old age is a B word and I'm not giving in. And as long as our head's right and the spirit is strong, we look after each other, we sing all night long, and we'll sing you another if you pour us a drink. Old age is a B word and we are not giving in. For all those in their third age, you know, it's been incredible finding out the stories and finding out about people, about what they've done in their younger lives. People who are now in their 70s, 80s, 90s, they created what's out there for us. Yeah, let's keep looking after them. I know most of us do. Hey. How long have we got? Oh, 4 minutes. Doesn't time fly? when you're having fun. Hope you enjoyed this morning. Thank you for all the comments. Please do keep signing in. I'm not ignoring you. It's just I can only see a handful of your comments, you see, but I do come back later on and I do come and say hello to everybody, which is something I really enjoy. It makes my Sunday to be able to come back and say hello to you all. So please do sign in. Tell us where you are. Tell us what you're up to. Tell us what you're sharing at the moment, what you want to share that is positive, you know. Oh, lovely to see you all. Phil Fitzpatrick, if you're still there, happy birthday for the other day. Phil runs a great gig called Strummer Camp, which is kind of inspired by Joe Strummer from The Clash. And you know, it's a wonderful festival. Again, like every other festival, hasn't been able to run because of the COVID restrictions and keeping everybody safe. And there's a question mark over whether we can run this year with a lot of festivals and gigs. And I know that because a lot of smaller festivals, a lot of the ones I play, rely on public money and donations, small local businesses making these things happen, pubs, small clubs. There's a lot of pressure on everybody right now, and whether that support network will be in place for us to play lots of small festivals and gigs when we get up and running, who knows. It will be a changed landscape for us all, but we will do our best, and I promise you that I'll be out there and I'll do what I can. I'll do my little bit. Might not be a lot, but you know, we all pull together, don't we? I had another harmonica somewhere and I've lost it. You wouldn't believe I could lose things in what is literally a box room, would you? I'm going to play you. How many songs can we do? Oh, one. Flipping heck, doesn't time fly? If you've got any requests for next week, things I've not played today you want me to play next week, please just leave them in the comments and I'll cobble together some kind of set list for next Sunday, because we'll be back next Sunday for Sunday service 11. What I will do before next Sunday is I'll put together a little best of video for you, so you can pick some. I'll pick some of the little magical moments that we've shared together over the last few Sundays. I'll put it together. I'll put your little video out there, and if not before, I will see you next Sunday, 11 AM. Lots of love. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for the gift of your precious time. A busker sings a song about the criminals in the government. A father with his daughter stands and stares. They've been dealing with abusers, but no one likes accusers, so their shopping bags are full of thoughts and prayers. And it's a long way home when you're down and broken hearted. It's a lonely old party going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving, so I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. I met a girl called Pearl when I was working in my care home. I was in my 50s and she was 99. She talked about the war, we sang Vera Lynn together. The clues are all around, but not the signs. It's a long way home when you're down and broken hearted. It's a lonely old party going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving, so I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. Let's have some fun, here we go. When you're down and broken hearted, it's a lonely old party going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving, so I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. Oh yeah, going to mention rather unknown Americana band. Here we go. Every song I write sounds like the drive-by truckers, and my croaky spittle voice gets more Dylanish every day. like the bastard son of Elvis. I'm rocking the diabetes. I'm not dead yet, I still got stuff to say. And it's a long way home when you're down and broken hearted. It's a lonely old party going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving, so I'm thankful for the gift. I'm bringing you the gift. I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. Thank you. If you can, put a little something in the tip jar. You know, I really do appreciate that. That's lovely. If not, don't worry. Right? It's just lovely to see you. That's all that matters. The most important thing of all is to see you here. To be able to say hello to you in the comments section is always lovely. I'm Darren, signing off. Lots of love. Take care. Look after each other. Look after yourself. See you next week for Sunday service at 11. That was great. I love that. I felt that this morning. Thank you. Lots of love. Take care.